Julian Assange is at the eye of the storm over the WikiLeaks documents. But the person who made it all possible is a 23-year-old Army private named Bradley Manning. In an incriminating text message last May, Manning claimed credit for possibly the largest data spillage in American history.
To this day, I don't really know what motivated him to send that first fateful email.
Adrian Lamo, a.k.a. the homeless hacker because he moves from unfurnished apartment to unfurnished apartment, is a cult figure on the internet, a computer genius who suffers from Asperger's syndrome, which affects his speech. Manning reached out to him electronically from Iraq, where he was a low-level intelligence analyst. If you had unprecedented access to classified networks 14 hours a day, 7 days a week for 8+ months, what would you do? At first, Lamo didn't take him seriously, but then...
The point at which PFC Manning disclosed to me that he had leaked several 100,000 diplomatic cables was a point at which I began to believe that there was a certain degree of gravity to the situation.
From his post southeast of Baghdad, this lowly private could read secret cables from American embassies around the world.
Probably this one person managed to pry loose more granular detail of individually classified documents than anybody else.
Tom Blanton, who runs the National Security Archive of Declassified Government Documents, says all Manning did was surf a classified network the way the rest of us surf the internet.
I think probably what he did was something more like a Google search, where he entered some keywords, some key terms. And by entering those search terms, he came up with cables from all over the place.
Out came 250,000 documents, most of them having nothing to do with Manning's job. There's so many, it's impossible for any one human to read all 250,000, he wrote Lamo.
The sense of importance, the sense of almost power, I think, was addicting to him.
But being able to roam at will through State Department cables is only half the story. Manning was then able to download them onto a CD and send them off to WikiLeaks. I would come in with music on a CD labeled with something like Lady Gaga, he wrote to Lamo, erase the music, then write a compressed file containing the diplomatic documents. Then he apparently took the CD with him when he went home to Boston on leave and passed it to WikiLeaks. No one suspected a thing, Manning crowed, until Lamo turned the text messages over to the Army.
I believed that his actions were endangering lives.
Manning is now in custody while investigators prepare charges that could send him to prison for life. David Martin, CBS News, The Pentagon.